of staff who were dismissed. Chair, it's a total of 89 staff. And I want to add here that the 89 staff that were dismissed on academic matters. You could have entered Uganda Civil Aviation Authority with your O-level or A-level, but when verification was made by UNEB, UNEB confirmed that in one of your submissions, there was a forgery. Either you used somebody else's qualifications or you changed 2 subjects. So that verification was done thoroughly through UNEB, and based on the UNEB submission, members were given opportunity to defend themselves because the Employment Act is very clear. We didn't use the UNEB to dismiss, but they were given opportunity to come with witnesses, to explain, to submit. So the total of 89 staff through your chair have left Civil Aviation Authority.
So what you are informing the committee is that you had 89 unqualified staff who did not have the required academic qualifications that went through the due process and you hired and have been receiving money. 89?
Chair, there are 89. But I will not say they are not qualified, and let me explain it. At whatever stage the forgery happened, it did not take away the training and further advancement of this staff. Some of these staff, if you look, the queries are on their O-level, and maybe somebody wanted to have an A in a subject, or maybe to have a 6 in math in order to get a job, and went ahead and forged the O-level. But thereafter,
now you are justifying an illegality with an illegality.
I'm not justifying.
We want to know, because they have been receiving taxpayers' money.
Yes.
What action have you taken? Because that is fraud.
Yeah.
But
Chair, there were
through your chair, Madam, and you say is qualified. I think, Chair, you have found the chair very lenient and very religious. Chair, with that, can the ED through the minister, as they get the responses, maybe give us the list of staff?
And the report?
Yes, and the report and the list of staff and what the minister has done. And Chair, you give the time, because if you just say give, they may come in 2029.
What do you propose?
I propose the list. Yeah, by close of business tomorrow, they have brought us the list and what the minister has done. Okay. People are studying in Butareja, people are in Kampala forging papers.
Okay.
What does the law say? Just covering up those members within you who hired these people.
Chair, what I can add is that and I want to confirm that that's actually forgery, and to tell you the action we took. When they went through the disciplinary hearing, we dismissed them. On top of that, Chair, we withheld their terminal benefits, because to us, much as they had worked for those years, they had worked based on forgery qualifications. So they never got their terminal benefits, and they were dismissed, and they are no longer working for Uganda Civil Aviation Authority.
I think that we're going to take that matter up, because it could also affect, at that time when they joined, it could also have affected us in as far as delivery of service. Performance, even this performance we are seeing now could be attributed to the history. So you submit that, the honorable members will decide on when to take up this matter. Submit your report.
Okay. Chair, through you, just a very critical one. For me, on the other flip,
Present.
Chair,
and I don't know if he's the one who was, he or she is the one who was handling the whole process. If the HR director is still in the same position, then we have a bigger challenge.
Is he present here?
through you, Chair, the Director HR is not here, but we have a representative.
Through you, Chair.
Honorable Pio, then Honorable Pio, just a minute, Honorable.
Thank you. Would want to know, because you're talking of 89, have we verified that all the staff that we have are qualified? Because there are those who may have been able to pass through and yet they are not qualified. Secondly, what positions are we referring to? Because if you have an air traffic control officer who is not qualified, then this is really a very serious issue. So I want the Civil Aviation Authority to really come out very, very clearly. What about the others? Have we vetted and we are sure that they are qualified for their jobs? And two, what were the positions that of the 89 that we're referring to?
Honorable,
Want to ask the Deputy ED, you have dismissed them, withheld their salary, but I was privy to the legal opinion of the Land Attorney General on the directive sometimes back of the IGG on staffs that were recruited without qualification. The IGG had recommended that despite their dismissal, they should face the law on the criminality of their action. Did you submit them for to the appropriate body for prosecution over their action? And then two, an organization like yours is mandated to do due diligence before issuing instrument of appointment. Did you do the due diligence on those staff? And are you, for staffs that you are currently recruiting, are you also doing due diligence to verify on their qualification and experience? Thank you.
But this is a serious matter. People enter your institution without qualifications and they have all forged. Is it an A in math? And you have Ugandans crying, unemployed, they have studied. How we sure even all of us here, for example, if you have 89 in your organization, how are we sure all of you here, God forbid, all of you are clear?
Chair, some information. Chair, very
as
quick.
you give information, you propose a solution on this, because we have several other questions.
Chair, through you, at least all entities under us, instead of only you name, I think, Honourable Minister, you write through your PS and all the subordinate staff, all staff under your ministry. If somebody says he went to University X, you also write to the university. Somebody might have entered with the O level, which is okay. Then he went to NASA and got a university thing. So, Chair, we should not only end at the O level. Somebody might have sneaked O level properly, then he failed to, and then he went. So I propose that through you, the minister should also look at staff, even universities. You ascertain. Thank you.
You are proposing a forensic audit?
Yes, on the academic.
Honorable Emma?
Thanks, 152. And you're only explaining to us about the 89. The 63, you've not accounted for them. And you know, sometimes when we're dealing with the issue of civil aviation, it's a risky kind of, transportation. And when you employ for us people that are not, qualified for those jobs, that means you're telling people to sign their death warrants as they go to fly. The director HR, through you, Chair, I would love the DGG to get us the director HR. If it is the same HR still there, I would recommend really that through you, Chair, that the HR is held accountable and should first pave way for investigation. We cannot continue like this. This is shame to the country. Thank you.
What is his official? Is he MD or executive director?
Onoguma is called Director General. You remember we changed
I know him.
Yes.
Fred Bamwesige. Now, you Ugandans, you are not like us here. I'm a member of parliament, paid by government. If I mess up my portfolio, at least it will not result into death. You guys, you are managing a machine that fly in the air. You are responsible for a civil aviation authority that manages aircrafts and human beings that get in the air. So this country has very qualified personnel. If we really you had 89 or 90 people that had flocked into the organization, how can we be sure, a statement actually the chairman touched on, that even you are very qualified? How can we be sure? I don't know whether it is within our mandate here as a committee to start asking for, we are really very sorry about this, asking, apart from Honorable Minister, Deputy Executive Director and others, how did they enter? Those guys, 89 Ugandans, how did they enter the organization? Infiltration or what? How did they get recruited? You people, where do you want to take this country? Civil aviation must be managed by competent and qualified people. If it is an engineering department, documents must be verified from recognized institutions in this world. You're not like an MP, me here, an MP I can mess up because I'm managing social, political things. But civil aviation, you are managing the lives of Ugandans and other people. So, now, Mr. Chairman, if it doesn't break our rules, we are going to ask for the qualification from MD. Yes. And how you got recruited. How did you enter civil aviation authority? Like the Honorable MP from Hoima, the document was talking about a helicopter. Is it a helicopter? Is it an aeroplane? But he said it belongs to the army, and they are retired. Sorry. So, if it belongs to the army, be very careful about that helicopter.
I guided her.
If it belongs to the army, maybe it has other.
Honorable.
So please, the question of qualification is not an issue of compromise on. It has been brought by Engineer Sebamala and Mr. Chairman. Please.
Chair,
We have very many questions. This is a very extensive topic that will need a whole day with the entire department. I don't think you are going to get the response now,
Chairman,
without the HR department being present.
Chairman, I want to propose something.
Just an emphasis on.
Just a proposal.
Just a minute, Deputy Chair.
Chair, someone once made a comment that air transport is the safest means of transport on the earth. But should anything go wrong, and he stopped there, these are the circumstances under which something can go wrong. I think let's recommend the entire staff auditing, human resource auditing. At the appropriate time, we'll come and discuss the report. Thank you.
And it's within our mandate, Rule 218 of our Rules of Procedure, to ask for any document that you may think is necessary. If it's the members' wish, we can ask for the qualifications of the entire CAA. I don't know I know it's from the DG, but to where?
Chair, proposal.
Yes. Honorable Chen.
I want to propose that were dismissed over forgery be handed over to CID for appropriate investigation and prosecution where necessary.
Chair, in addition to that, I just want to re-emphasize, before we begin any process, I really want to emphasize, I've been in HR for the last 17 years, and I think the Director HR has failed on a very basic requirement of simply doing background checks. So, Chair, I really want to propose and emphasize, I want to emphasize that before we begin any process, let the HR Director first be put on Katebe. before any process begins. I thank you.
Chair, I wouldn't go that way,
Honorable
Chair,
Fred.
because the HR